Welcome to the episode 2 of Basic Excel Mastery course. So in this episode we learn about all the features relating to the insert tab in the Excel sheet. So guys, if you are new here, I am Pooja, a chartered accountant, and I have an experience of working for Ernst& Young and KPMG. So all the videos relating to this series has been added to a separate playlist named as Excel Mastery course. The link to the playlist has been given in the description below. Request you all to visit the playlist and watch all the videos in this series. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Every subscription works like a motivation for me and it also makes my day. So guys, let's start the video. So first under the insert tab, we have the option tables. Under this, there are three options. So let's see them one by one. So first we have this option pivot table. So here I have a hypothetical sales data and the details are employee ID, name, age, state, department and sales. So let's see how to create a pivot table for this. So first I will select this entire data. Then I will click on this. Then just select this from table range. And then here you can see a pop-up appearing. So here the range has been selected. That is, this entire data has been selected. And they are asking whether we want to create the pivot table in the same sheet or a new worksheet. So here I have selected new worksheet and I will just click on OK. So here we can see now. I will drag and drop the name in the row and I will drop the department in this column. And here we can see the values. And whatever amount column will be there, that you have to put under the values. So basically pivot table will help you in summarizing and rearranging your data. So here we can see now that the data has been arranged. You can see here name of the salesperson and the department wise it has been arranged. Now if you want to summarize this further, what you can do is just take this department and you can put it under filters. So we can see now the data has been further summarized. So now if we want department wise, we can filter here. Suppose we want to see furniture department, just click here on furniture and you will be able to see the sales of the furniture department. So same way you can see for the other departments as well. So this is one of the basic pivot table which we can create from our data. So pivot table will help us to summarize and rearrange the data in a better format. So next what we have is recommended pivot tables. So whenever there is any data, sometimes the Excel itself recommends some pivot tables. So let's click on this and see. So you have different options here. So one is the salesperson name and then the sum of their ages. Like this different type of recommendation is there. So you can select from here also. So suppose I select this option. So here we'll have the employee name and the sum of their sales. So this is the data which has automatically been generated by the Excel. So you can use this option also. And one more point to note here is, so in case this field or list column has disappeared now, you can see here. So if you want to get that again, just click on the pivot table and just click here pivot table analysis. And here you will get the field list. So just if you click this list will come back again. Now we will see the third option, that is table option. So I have again selected this data and I will click on table. So the range has been selected. So now we can see this entire data has been converted to table and automatically this sort filter has been got added here. So from this you can sort the data as well as you can filter the data. So if you want to know how to sort and filter the data, please watch the episode 2 of this series. In that I have shown in detail. And now from here, you can select the different designs also for this table. Suppose you do not like this color and you want any other color, you can select like this from here. And next, if you want to remove this table, just under this table design, you can click on convert to range. and then the table will be removed now. And also if you want to change this cell formatting, click here cell size. This is under home option. Home option, cells style, and just click on normal. Now the data has become like how it was previously. So now we saw the three options under the tables. That is pivot tables, recommended pivot tables, and table. Now let's go to the next option, that is illustrations. So to show this, I will open a new Excel sheet here. And first under this we have pictures. So we can insert pictures. So first we'll insert pictures from this device. So in case there is any picture in your computer, you can directly insert that. So just browse to the folder which has pictures, and suppose I have selected this picture. So here I have inserted this picture. So this is one of the ways how you can use this. And then when you insert the picture, a new tab will get open here, picture format. So you can design this picture. If you want to give any border to the picture, you can give from here. So there are different options here. Picture effects, shadow if you want to create a shadow, then picture layout. So you can edit the picture from here. And the next option we have is picture from stock images. So under Excel itself, there are various stock images you can add from here also. So you can see here various images are there. If you want, you can add any of the image from here also. So just click on the image and click insert. The image will get added here. And then next we have online pictures. So here also we can find different images. So you can see here there are various options. Just click on it and just click insert here. The picture will get added. So this way you can use the insert picture option. And next we have different shapes. So if you are preparing any flow charts or you are preparing anything in a diagrammatic format, you can use these options here. See, specifically there is heading as flow chart. So if you just click here, you will get this shape. So you can create like this. And then once you click on this, you can write the text also here. Whatever you want, you can write here, and you can change the formats as well. So in this way, you can use different shapes. You have rectangular shape, basic shapes, we have arrows, then you have this equation shapes. So in this way you can use these options. So if you just practice once, you will get this automatically. Next we'll see the icon options. So here we have different type of icons. So if you want to make your Excel sheet creative, you can use any of these options. So here you will have to just click on this option and just click insert. The shape will get inserted automatically. Same way here we have 3D models as well. So just click on the option and you will get different options here. So whichever you want, you can insert it. And next what we'll be seeing is smart art option. So now here I have the different stages of a product life cycle. That is introduction, growth, maturity and decline. And suppose I want to convert this into a smart art. So I'll just click here. You can see there are different type of images you can use. So if you want to create a list, you can choose from here. If you want to create a process, hierarchy, relation, matrix. So like this different options are there, pyramid. So I will create a cycle and I will just select this option and I will click OK. So in the product life cycle, there are 4 stages. So I will delete one of these. So here I have 4 options now. So here I can insert the text. So I can write here. So I'll just write here introduction, then growth, maturity and decline. So in this way I've converted the data into a smart art. So suppose in your diagram if you want to add one more stage, then just right click here and go to add shape. So you will get two options here. Add shape after, add shape before. So I will just click add shape after. So you can see here one more has got inserted. And if you want to delete, just click on this and press the delete button. It will get deleted. So in this way you can create smart arts. So next we have the screenshot option here. So suppose there is any data which is on the internet and you want to get the screenshot of that here. So just click on this screenshot and you will get all the windows that is open. So I'll just click on this. So you can see now that entire page screenshot has been added here. So I had this ICI website open here and the entire screenshot has got pasted here. So in this way you can use this screenshot option. This is also same like inserting picture option. However, you will be inserting it directly from the internet. So now we have seen the option tables and illustrations. So the next option we'll be seeing is the charts option. So you can find different types of chart here. And to show this chart option, I have a hypothetical sales data again. And we have the details of salesperson and the total sales amount. So you can see here there is bar chart, line chart, pie chart. In this way there are different charts. So one of the easy method is just select your data and just click on the recommended charts. So here you will get different types of charts. So suppose you want this vertical chart, just click on this. So you can see that the entire data has got converted into a bar chart. So when you click on this, you can change the title as well. Sales chart. You can name this. And you can see the salesperson name is here and the sales value is here. And by right clicking here, you can change the color also of this. So here you can change the color. So see that color has got changed. So this way you can edit your chart also. And there is this chart design option here. So you can change this chart. So there are different designs available. So from here you can select and you can change the design of your chart. In the same way, you can use the other chart options also. You can try this line chart, pie chart, etc. However, the best method will be based on your data, the Excel itself will recommend you which chart will be suitable for your data. So best way to do is just select your data and come here to the recommended chart. So in case to represent your data, line chart is appropriate. The Excel will recommend line chart. If pie chart is appropriate, Excel will recommend that. And if any other different type of chart is appropriate, that will be recommended here automatically. So just select your data and go to the recommended chart and then you can change the design of the chart. So if you want to change this color here, just right click and this will get open here, format data series. Then just click on this fill option and here you can change the colors. So whichever color you want, you can change that. So now we saw three options: tables, illustration and chart. Now let's go to the next option, spark lines. So here I have a hypothetical department-wise data. So there are different departments here: furniture, stationery, footwear, cosmetics, and month-wise sales. So we have data for 6 months. So what you should do is under Sparkline, we'll see the line option first. So just select this range, data range, and just click on this line option. So the data range has been selected and it is asking the location range where you want the spark lines to be placed. So I will click this and just click on enter. The spark line is created here. And just drag and drop for all the rows the spark line is created. So now you can change the design for this. So you can see here for each of the month it is showing the line graph format. So if you want the points here, so high point, low point has got activated. We want markers. So here, so this way the data will look better. And then you can change the sparkline color also from here. Marker color can be changed. So in this way you can use the different options here. Next, same way, this spark line is there in this column format also. Let's see that. Just select the entire data and click on this column. So the data is selected and the location range, I'll click here. So now we can see the entire data is represented in the form of column. So here also you can click high point. So wherever the data is high, it will get changed to different color. Low point. So in this way you can represent your data in different ways. So the next option that we'll be seeing is this win or loss option. So for this, what I have done is I have taken a hypothetical data of the different Indian cities and their temperatures. So we can see that the temperature is in minus also for some of the cities. So let's see how to draw this graph. So just select the data, click on this win or loss option and location range, just select this cell. So we can see here, wherever it is negative, we can see the bar has gone down. And just if you drag and drop this, you can see for the other cities also. So wherever the temperature is negative, the bar has gone down. And wherever the temperature is positive, we can see the bar has gone up. And again, you can change the design of this and color as well. So next option that we'll be seeing is this filters. So under this filter, there are two options, slicer and timeline. So first we'll see the slicer option. So in order to apply this slicer option, the first criteria is to convert your data into a table. So just select the data and click on table and just click here OK. So now the data has got converted into the table. Now you will be able to apply the slicer option. So just click on the slicer here. And you can select what all slicer you want to apply. So I will select name, then I will select department and then I will select sales and just I will click OK. So we can see here different slicers have been applied here. So now suppose I want to see sales of only furniture department. I will just click on furniture. You can see the data will get sorted here. And then if you want to remove this here, you can see there is this cross mark option. If you just click again, the filter has got removed. And if you want to see the sales in sports department, just click here. Further, suppose you want to see the sales made by Arjun, click here. The data is further got filtered here. So in this way, you can use the slicer option. And the next option that we'll be seeing is this timeline option. So to apply this timeline option, there are two criteria. One is in your original data, there should be a date column. And the next criteria is first you have to convert your data into a pivot table. Then only you will be able to use this timeline option. So first let's convert this data into a pivot table. So here I'll take the department and put it in the columns. And name I'll put under rows. And then the sales value I'll put under this values here. Then again go to the insert tab and now click on the timeline option. So here you can see the date option has appeared. So just click on date and click OK. So here we can see the timeline has appeared now. So if I just want to see the sales of July, I will click July. So it has got filtered here. And now if you want to see sales of October, just click here and it will get filtered. Same way for every month you can see. Now I have clicked for January month. So in this way you can use the timeline option. This can be used only when there is date column in your main data. So now we will see this link option. So for example, this clothing department, this cell if you want to connect it to any other Excel sheet. So for example, if you have any further data about clothing and when anyone clicks here, you want them to navigate to that Excel sheet, then you will be using the link option. So just click on the cell here clothing and then click on this link option and whichever Excel sheet you want, you can select that. Just select that Excel sheet and click on OK. So now you can see here that this cell color has got changed. And when anyone clicks on this, that other Excel sheet will get opened. So you can see here the other Excel sheet has got opened. So in this way you can attach one Excel sheet in the other Excel sheet. The next option that we'll be seeing is this comment. So suppose you're reviewing the data of any of your junior and you want to add any comment. If there is any error in the cell, just click on the comment here and then you can just write whatever comment it is. So change the amount. Suppose if this amount is wrong, you can give a comment, change the amount. So in this way, whatever comment you want, you can add the comment. And you can see this cell has got highlighted in a different color. And when anyone clicks here, they'll be able to see your comment. So next we'll be seeing this text. So under this text, there are various options. Let's see one by one. So first we have a text box. So this is just a box. Just drag the box and you can write whatever you want. Just you can write as hello, good morning. Whatever text you want, you can write that. And then there is one new tab created here, shape format. So you can select this and you can change the format also. So you can change the color of this. You can change the format. So in this way you can format this shape. And next we have word art. So just click here and there are different forms of word art here. So you can select whichever you want. And see the same data is got converted. And if you want, you can edit also. You can change it. And then next option we have signature line. So suppose you are preparing any form and you want to get your manager signature. So just click here and click on the first option, Microsoft Office signature line. And then there is a pop-up appearing here. It is saying as suggested signer. So you can just write manager sign. Manager sign and just click OK. So you can see here a box has appeared as manager sign. So whenever you are preparing any form, it will be useful. Now the next option we'll be seeing is object. So suppose you want to get any data from any other software, you will be using this feature. So just click on the object here. You can see different softwares are opened. So I want some data from the, suppose PowerPoint. I will just click here Microsoft PowerPoint and I'll select OK. So I can see here a small slide has got inserted. And I can also change the design of this slide. So actually we are in the Excel sheet itself, but the PowerPoint features have come here. So if I want, I can change this slide design also. So whatever designs are available in the PPT, the same design will come here. In this way you can edit this. And the next option that we'll be seeing is, so under this we have the option header footer. So to apply the header footer option, so down here you can see there is an option as page layout view. So just click on that and we can see that our Excel sheet has got converted into different pages. So first you have to come to this page layout view in order to add the header. So here if you click, you can add the header. You can add whatever header you want. You can write your name. If you're preparing any report, minutes of meeting, you can write like that. And here if you scroll down, here you will be able to add the footer. And then again, if you want to come to the normal view, just you can click here normal view. So you're back to the normal view now. So now we have seen all options under this text. Now we are just left with two options, equations. So basically equations will be used whenever you are using any mathematical formula, or suppose you are preparing any question paper for mathematics, that time you will be using this option. So suppose you want to write a fraction, just click on this and here a fraction box has got added. I'll write 5 here and I want to write 5 by 3. So I'll just write 5 by 3. So you can see fraction has been added like this. And now if you want to write to the power of anything, so just I've added this box here. Then first I'll write 6. So here I have written now 6 square. Like this you will be using the mathematical equation. Same way there are different equation which you can use. And now the last option under the insert tab is symbol. So if you click here, you can see there are various symbols available here. So whichever you want, you can select. Suppose you want to add this alpha anywhere, just select this alpha and click insert. So here you can see the alpha symbol has got inserted. So here we can see the alpha symbol has got inserted. So guys, we have covered the basic features of this insert tab. I hope you like this video. So this brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you found this video informative and useful. And most importantly, I hope you all learned something new in this video. Please like and share the video and also subscribe to my channel. Keep learning, keep growing, and I will see you all in the next video.